setting. The Improv Olympics was an opportunity for them to come together and do some acting exercises and some role playing. So the kids created commercials, and then they sort of acted out those commercials.
Maybe I'm thinking of the Super Bowl thing. I said the Olympics, but there was a gentleman that got up and he invited the kids to.
Yes.
Okay. Was that the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that's the one I was referring to.
We, as the Youth Advisory Board, they're involved in many different things, and one thing that we got invited to be a part of was a Super Bowl Vote 2012, which was a national program, and we were asked to participate as groups were doing throughout the country by watching the Super Bowl and looking at the advertisements and what references were being made or what products were being sold that were drug and alcohol related. And then they were rating that, and they were rating the other commercials. And we were part of a national campaign to do that.
And did you participate in that, Angela?
I actually didn't.
Okay, okay. I was just going to ask, how did you? Okay. Sound fascinating.
We you know, one thing I think we haven't talked about, and Jonathan was with us just not too long ago, and now we have Angela. You have all these T-shirts. Tell about these T-shirts. What are they?
Well, these are for the anti-gambling prevention. It's too much to lose. And we always do this sign with our hands, too much to lose.
Okay.
And it's saying that there's too much to lose when you gamble. You know, when somebody gets caught up in gambling and it's it just keeps going, that, you know, instead of just losing money, you can lose your family, your friends.
Everything.
It's impactful to everyone around you.
Absolutely.
And I just love the T-shirts. I just said, boy, they just, and the logo, just wonderful.
And that was actually all created in-house.
Yes.
Stephen White, who's our gambling coordinator, Sherry Clouser, Dion Baylor, Heather Crook, and myself all got together and we created an in-house anti-gambling curriculum to be used in middle schools. We're looking to expand that to high school and to colleges, to college students. It's a 6-week course. It may be happening in some of the school districts, and we plan to expand that in the fall. And it's very exciting because the state, the Bureau of Drug and Alcohol Programs, has put it on their list of state-approved effective prevention programs. So it's very exciting that it was created in-house. So all of that was created in-house, and that's kind of what we've been training the kids around, too much to lose. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I really like that.
I can still hear Sherry's voice hollering, too much to lose. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Most definitely. And Angela, you're a rising senior, okay? And what are your aspirations? Do you have an idea of what you want to do after you finish high school?
I would like to major in social work. I'm not sure what college I want to go to yet, but social work is what I'm planning on doing.
All right, okay.
It kind of goes hand in hand with what you're doing now.
Yeah.
It does. It really does fit really nicely that way as well.
How can the community best help? The people that are just viewing this program, they're just finding out about all of this, so they want to help, you know, the Dauphin County Drug and Alcohol Office. How can they do that?
Well, if you have a student or a youth and you're interested in having them participate in this, give our office a call. We're in every school district, so you can, you know, ask a guidance counselor. But our office number is 717-635-2254. If individuals are interested in kind of helping us, they can call the office. We just had a community give back day, so we utilize volunteers. Donations, the Youth Advisory Board is kind of managed through the Halifax Communities That Care. So donations can be sent to Halifax Communities That Care, or they can just, you know, give me a call at the office. My name is Mavis Nimoh, and I'm at that number.
Fantastic. You also have partners, is that correct, that work with you? Talk a little bit about that for a minute. Agencies that partner with your agency to get this work done.
We have a number of agencies, and because I don't want to be remiss in leaving anyone out, I'm not going to single out any one agency. If you call the office, I can give you a full list, but they are both school-based and community-based providers. We actually work with the faith-based community as well. As I said, we also work with Life Esteem. We run a whole gamut of programming. Evidence-based programming is very important to us, so we do things that have been tested. And there's also programs that are kind of based around the local culture of the communities in which the programs are in. So we run a full gamut, and a lot of partners that you might not think, well, drug and alcohol would be funding them or working with them. You'd be surprised that we're there. That includes working in shelters, you name it, schools, the treatment facilities. So we're a very busy agency, a small agency, but a very busy agency, and I think we all can attest to how pervasive substance abuse issues are in all walks of life, and it has a long shadow that it casts among everywhere. So absolutely.
Yeah,
Well, one of the things also I thought would be nice for you to share that you have 2 family programs
Yes.
that you make available for
Right.
drug and alcohol
Right.
services. Tell about those 2.
The 2 family programs in particular that we have are Strengthening Families and Celebrating Families. And we contract with Life Esteem, and they're 2 evidence-based programs. And the Strengthening Families is kind of a way for youth and families to begin the discussion on setting limits and working within a family structure where there's a combined thought around how we work and operate as a family and how we communicate. And it gives tools for parents on how to communicate effectively, set those limits, those discipline, but do it in a way that's loving. And there's also a component in there about, you know, drug and alcohol and substance abuse and just in general life skills. The family comes together and they have a meal, and it's an opportunity for families to work with other families. And Celebrating Families is kind of an offshoot of that, has some of the same core principles of coming together. Students prepare lessons, parents get together and they can network and talk and discuss issues and look at things that are affecting their own families. And begin that process of how do we really celebrate each other and how do we celebrate our family. So they're 2 powerful programs,
really
and we're
are,
very happy to have Life Esteem on board and coordinating and facilitating that for us.
Fantastic, great stuff.
Yeah, we've enjoyed it.
Oh,
We can't
yeah,
tell you
very
how
much
much,
so,
and the
yeah.
families have benefited tremendously through that process.
And those will be starting again, I guess, relatively soon.
Yeah, in the
people
late
should
summer,
call.
early fall, folks need to get in touch with us at 717-608-2302, and we can start getting families registered at that
Very
point.
good. Or call the county as
Or
well.
call the
Give us a
county as well,
call.
717-635.
352254.
Yeah, we really encourage that,
Yes.
definitely.
So, Angela, how are you going to spend your summer?
Well, I'm actually going with Youth Advisory Board to LA, California
Nice.
for the SAD National Conference.
Wow.
I'm very, very excited. It's been my dream to go to California.
Got to get involved with you guys.
Yeah, do you have do you need chaperones?
We're good on the chaperone.
You're good on chaperones,
And I
okay.
would like to say that we were able to get special initiative funding to make that happen.
That's
So,
good. That's
all
but
right.
yes.
But that's exciting.
Okay.
though. Good
That's
stuff.
very
Yeah.
exciting.
And is that like a week-long experience or something? Or
I think it's
Almost.
about 4 days.
It's about 4
Yeah.
days.
Excellent.
Yes,
4 days, that's
4
great,
days.
Angela.
And
If you
so-
can't go, Angela, let me know.
Yeah. Good stuff. Well, I know we're going to wrap up soon. Give me that phone number one more time.
It's 717-635-2254. You can also find us on Facebook, Dauphin County Department of Drug and Alcohol Services.
Okay.
And we're also on the web. If you go to www.dauphincounty.org, look for us in the Human Services section.
Great, great.
Well,
And agencies who are just finding out for the first time about this, or they may have known, but they haven't really, and they said, I wouldn't mind partnering with.
Yes.
They can contact you and talk
They
about
can
that.
call our office. We have, like I said, a myriad of partners, and because I don't want to leave anyone out, I'm
That's
not going
right.
through the whole
Sure.
litany of all of the folks. But yes, if you're a community-based organization and you're wanting to partner, we have several coalitions and committees. We have a stakeholders committee.
Okay.
We have a gambling prevention coalition, among other groups and committees. So give us a call and get
Thank
involved.
you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for listening. Please support Dauphin County Drug and Alcohol Agency, the great work that they're doing, and the Youth Advisory Board. And whatever you do, let's make sure that we eliminate drug and alcohol use in our community. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching Life Esteem. Good stuff.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait.
Oh.